Welcome to Arina Photography. Come on into my kitchen studio, pull up a chair, make yourself at home, and don't mind the cookie crumbs. Flour on the counter? Yep, that's just part of the decor around here. I'll pour us some coffee while we chat. I am Arina, the hands and voice behind Arina Photography. I started out as a food photographer, but somewhere along the way, I fell in love with baking, blogging, and sharing behind-the-scenes kitchen adventures. And now we're here in podcast form, like you're hanging out, right at my kitchen table. Today, we're tackling one of the most overlooked, but oh so important parts of holiday baking, packaging your cookies. Because let's be real, your cookies might taste incredible. But if you toss them in a plastic grocery bag, well, let's just say they're not going to win any points for presentation. Packaging is the first impression, and sometimes it's what makes people smile, even before the first bite. All the tools and recipes I mentioned here, I'll leave links to them in the podcast notes so you can try them yourself. Presentation is the first step in a gift. I've received a few presents over the years that looked so rough. On the outside, I honestly didn't even want to open them, let alone taste what was inside. Yes, it can be that bad. One year, I even got a cookies of something. To this day, I'm not sure what. Wrapped in a plastic bag. And believe me, I didn't dare cut into it. I even found myself staring at the package, wondering where this food had been made, in what conditions, and if I'd get sick if I actually ate it. Those kinds of moments taught me fast that packaging sets the tone before a single cookie is tasted. Done right, it makes your homemade gifts feel special, thoughtful, and festive. It's also important to package things properly so that everything arrives in one piece and not as a sad box of crumbs. After all, nothing ruins the holiday spirit faster than opening a gift box that looks like it went through a blender on the way over. And trust me, I've made plenty of packaging mistakes myself, like glitter ribbons that shed all over my studio, flimsy boxes that collapsed in the car on the way to deliver gifts, and cookie tins sealed so tight I nearly needed a screwdriver to open them. But each mistake gave me a good laugh later and also taught me a little trick. Now, after years of trial and error, I've built a system that keeps my cookies safe, fresh, and beautiful, and spares me from repeat disasters. Let's start with the essentials, and I'm sharing these from my own personal experience because, believe me, I've made plenty of mistakes already and learned the hard way what actually works. Boxes. Sturdy cookie boxes are my go-to. They stack well, travel well, and let you mix and match cookies inside. Craft paper boxes give that rustic homemade vibe, while glossy white ones look crisp and elegant. There are also paper boxes with holiday prints that start showing up at Hobby Lobby in September. They're pretty affordable, and I've used them a few times when I wanted something more festive. Lately, though, I've switched to plain white cupcake boxes with clear windows that I order from Amazon. My favorite sizes are for 4, 6, and 12 cupcakes. I love them because I can use them all year round, not just for Christmas, but also for birthdays, bake sales, and other holidays or occasions. Since the boxes are white and a bit thinner, I always line them with colored parchment paper before placing cookies inside. This not only adds a nice pop of color, but it also prevents greasy spots from butter-heavy cookies, which can really ruin the look of your packaging. Overall, compared to all the other boxes I've tried over the years, these ones are more budget-friendly too. They've saved me money while still looking polished and festive, which is a win-win in my book. Cookie bags. Let's start with what I call the big no-no bags. You know the ones, those plastic bags with bright holiday prints and a twist tie at the top, the kind you see stacked up in the seasonal aisle at the store. They might look festive on the shelf, but please trust me on this one. Stay far, far away. If you put cookies in those bags, they get mushed together, broken, and lose every ounce of charm you worked so hard to bake into them. And the presentation? Well, let's just say it ends up looking like a mystery grab bag at a yard sale. You also can't see what's behind the print, so no one even knows what they're about to eat. That's not exactly the warm holiday feeling we're going for. I've tried them myself, more than once, and every single time I ended up regretting it. Cookies don't fit well. Bars and brownies slide around, and the end result is something no one is excited to unwrap. These days, when I see those bags at the store, I keep walking like they're the candy aisle during a January diet. And I'll be honest, when someone gifts me cookies in one of those bags, it's hard not to think, well, this person either ran out of time or didn't put much thought into this. Packaging is part of the message, and those bags just don't send the right one. So consider this your friendly PSA. Skip the plastic twist tie bags. Your cookies and your reputation as a thoughtful gifter will thank you. All right, enough ranting about the bad bags. Let's keep rolling. For cookies with strong flavors, like peppermint or espresso, I use self-sealing cookie bags before they go into the box. That way, the flavors don't mingle and everything stays fresher longer. I also like to use small self-sealable bags for individual cookies, and this tip comes straight from my own kitchen mishaps. For years, I just tossed cookies in a box, and of course, everyone's hands ended up rummaging through the pile. Not the prettiest sight, and let's just say it didn't feel very festive when half the cookies got crushed before anyone even ate them. Individually wrapping each cookie has been a game changer. It's perfect for parties, sharing with coworkers, or making a big basket of individually wrapped cookies for my daughter to take to school and skating practice. Her friends and coaches light up when she walks in with a basket. It's like she's handing out little treasure packets, and no one has to worry about mystery fingers touching their cookie. Each cookie looks clean, protected, and safe to eat. Plus, there's something fun about unwrapping your own cookie. It feels like a mini gift. Honestly, this has become my go-to packaging method, and I can't imagine going back to the old way. Tins and jars. I started years ago by packaging my cookies into metal tins, and I still do sometimes, but a lot less now. First of all, the cost is much higher than my white paper boxes, and while you're getting ready for the holiday season, you need to store them somewhere, and they take up a lot of space. I usually buy my tin boxes at Hobby Lobby at the end of September or October, when they sell them at a big discount for early birds. One more thing I noticed is that people are hesitant to throw away those tins after they've eaten the cookies. My father-in-law has a whole collection of them on top of his kitchen cabinets, stacked from over the years. Nobody has this problem with paper boxes. It always makes me laugh because it looks like he's running a secret tin museum up there. Nevertheless, I still use tins when I need to ship cookies to friends and relatives who live farther away. They're sturdy enough for mailing. And let's be honest, they have a way of making the cookies feel extra special. For this type of packaging, make sure to add extra padding so the cookies don't shift inside the box or break. Otherwise, you'll end up with shortbread confetti arriving in the mail, and nobody wants that kind of surprise. Labels and ribbons. Don't underestimate the power of a label. Personalized Christmas labels, or even a handwritten tag with the cookie names, adds a thoughtful touch. You can even order customized labels from Amazon, which is super handy if you want a polished look without spending hours designing them yourself. And let's not forget ribbons. Ribbons are like the finishing touch that turn a plain box into a present. I've used everything from rustic twine to shiny satin bows. Some years I go simple. Other years I can't resist piling on oversized bows that look like they belong on a Macy's parade float. But here's one word of warning. Avoid ribbons with glitter. Glitter has a sneaky way of falling off and ending up on everything, including your cookies. The last thing you want is to gift someone a cookie that comes with a side of sparkle. Not only is it messy, but nobody wants to risk biting into glitter. So skip the glitter ribbons and stick to something that stays where it belongs. Personally, I like to use red curling ribbon. It looks good, it's safe, and since there's 500 yards on a spool, I probably won't run out while wrapping my boxes. It's simple, festive, and practical. Pretty much everything you need in holiday packaging. Whatever ribbon you choose, it adds instant charm and makes the cookies feel like an extra special gift. Now for the fun part, these are the little hacks I've picked up. Always let cookies cool completely before packaging, or you'll end up with soggy bottoms and condensation disasters. Use parchment paper between layers inside boxes or tins. It looks tidy and keeps everything from sticking together. Ribbon is your best friend, but skip the glitter, unless you want everyone covered in sparkles until New Year's. Ask me how I know. For transporting lots of boxes, I line a laundry basket with a clean towel and stack them in. It keeps them upright and safe in the car. And yes, I've learned this one the hard way too. Packaging isn't just about protection, it's about personality. Some years I go rustic with craft boxes, twine, and sprigs of pine. Other years I go full sparkle with shiny paper and metallic bows. The way you package reflects the story you want your gifts to tell. And here's a fun twist. Sometimes I let my daughter decorate the labels or draw little doodles on the boxes. They may not look perfect, but they make the gifts feel extra personal. And the recipients love that handmade touch. So that's my ultimate guide to packaging baked goods for Christmas. It's equal parts practical and playful, protecting your cookies while also making them look like they belong under the tree. Remember, presentation makes the first impression, and a little effort goes a long way. Choose sturdy boxes, add thoughtful labels, keep the flavors separate, and don't forget to have some fun with it. If you want to see examples of how I package my Christmas cookie boxes, I've got plenty of photos and step-by-step guides waiting for you on my blog and YouTube channel at Arina Photography. Until next time, happy baking, happy gifting, and may your cookie boxes survive the car ride without turning into a crumb explosion.